mostly okay. There might be like a couple of turrets that are taking a little bit of heat at this moment in time.
No, this is worse. Biter got in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we okay?
I don't know. I should
Alright,
not have left the game unpaused while I was setting up the stream title, because I cannot manage things nearly as well.
Yes. This is what... Okay, so ovens, I remember, we just unlocked ovens. We were prepping
and I was very excited about that.
You do like ovens an awful lot.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, biters look... Lots of dead biters, which is great. Good vibes here.
Oh, I see what happened. Your fortress that you were in the process of making,
Uh-oh.
There we go. The fortress you were in the process of making got hit by one of the spitter biters. That sends out
little baby biters.
Minions. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I'd taken it apart. Oh no, the gauntlet. I didn't think they could target the walls, could they?
Yeah, they absolutely will.
Huh. Alright.
As long as they don't move, we're okay. I'm gonna just rip up this section here. And
don't even bother. I'm just gonna take this all back. Just gonna make it so that they definitely cannot reach here. There we go.
There we go.
Wonderful. Much better. Take this back too. There we go. Excellent. Oh, one more straggler.
Whoa. And they're also just getting in?
How are they getting in here? How are they getting in?
I guess they skipped the queue.
Was there a power shortage?
Shouldn't have been.
Teleporting? Oh boy, this
could be a number of things. There's a lot of them too, and our guns are certainly becoming insufficient for the amount of danger that these things are presenting. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even... Did they... I feel like these guys teleported in, these ones over here.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing them there.
Yeah, like they can't have just done that. Is it maybe they're allowed to spawn here? If this is like certain...
Oh.
Maybe?
I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on it. And we'll just see. All we need is the artillery, and this whole problem goes away. It's just getting artillery is shockingly difficult.
We're on it. And you know what? I'm going to help do that. I have got blue. Blue is ready to go. You've already stuck a whole bunch of military stuff into the science complex. I remember that. I'm going to work on... You've done reds, I think. And now I just need to do... Oh, no, maybe you haven't done reds. I think I was left to do reds and greens.
Yeah, you were starting that. I was working on something completely different that I have totally blanked on.
Ovens. That's what you were going to do.
Right. That's what I was up to. So, I'm probably going to continue that real quick. Just update the... Well, is it actually important to do so? I'm going to go see what needs to be updated. Because we're currently not pulling nearly enough copper or iron to justify... Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave these alone until we start seeing shortages. Then I will, then I'll come back and redo that.
Yeah, fair dues. Fair dues, as they say. Okay. So. Automation core. Flippin' heck. There's so many...
It's a lot of stuff.
So many steps. So many steps. Okay. So the... automation core, and then the blank tech card. Yeah, you've made tons and tons and tons of blank tech cards. We're good for those.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm actually going to just I'm going to get us across the line manually. I think I need to build a couple of greens. But I'll get us across the line manually so that we can get bioprocessing and artillery, because honestly, as soon as this server stops lagging for me, sooner that we can get rid of these flippin' aliens, I'll be very happy.
Oh right, that's what the limitation is. We need electric engines.
Oh, yeah, which is lubricant, right? You were going to crank up oil production, I recall that.
Yeah, so I can go work on oil production for today. So I'll add lubricant, or not lubricant, I'll add electric engines to the list.
Because, yeah, if I recall, we did have artillery. We had a version of... Yeah, we do have a version of prototype artillery.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, there's two versions of it. Unfortunately, prototype artillery, yeah, requires the electric engine to be made. So once we get that, we're good. Why are there two different prototype artillery texts? They look identical.
We discussed this. I cannot for the life of me remember, actually.
Okay, I just looked at what's required to make regular artillery. It's a little bit more. We're just gonna do prototype artillery again for some reason.
Okay. Re-prototype. Prototype.
Yeah.
As they say.
Okay. I was going to look at oil refineries.
This automation core is a little bit of a pain in the backside. For such a basic science pack, it's quite complex actually. The whole shebang.
That's why I didn't make a whole lot of headway on it. It's like, okay, I need to work on this. I know I need to get it done sooner than later, but...
Yeah, just leave a schmuck to do it. No, I get it. No, I see how it is. No, totally fair. There we go. Do I get this to come down here? Cool. Alright, I mean, you're not super, like, crazy about the ratios, are you? Like, just the ratios of everything.
As long as it works.
Yeah.
I am kind of ambivalent. Okay. There we go.
So you are... Is it oil that you're doing at the moment?
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna get oil functional. Let's see. Yeah, as far as ratios go, I've tried to do the, like, perfect ratios and get it all set up in the past. But usually when I do that, it's... I'm not gonna say it's kind of an inconvenience, but it's just like... You sit there doing a lot of math, and ultimately I could get 3 things done in the same time. So I'd rather just kind of guesstimate and make sure that I've got more supply than I've got demand. And that usually just balances everything out.
Yeah. Hey, that's a fair comment, to be honest. Yeah, that's...
I can totally understand why people would want to go for, you know, proper ratios. The other thing is I mod so many things that the ratios are just thrown out of whack every other session I play, so it's like kind of hard to remember, you know, what the ratios are of, or for like a fast inserter, because yeah, now it requires steel plates, inserter parts, and electronic circuits.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. When you're constantly changing the ratio, there's nothing consistent.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Did we ever get belt automation? Or am I still just making that stuff by hand?
We did have belt automation, and then it was ruined because we got rid of some mods. So we did have it for a brief period of time, and it hasn't been redone since.
Okay, so I'll probably look into that.
Yeah, and the electric engine, we're working on the electric engine now. Hey, hold on. What were we going to do? We got bioprocessing. Bioprocessing was very important for something. I cannot for the life of me remember what it was important for.
Yeah.
Creep.
It's
creep production.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's it. It gives us a biolab, which, okay, so we need 200 biomass in order to build a biolab.
Right.
And we can build biomass by making petroleum gas and oil into biomass in a lab. Cool.
Oh, this does mean I'm going to have to go get the biomass. Well, that's okay. Once we get the electric engine and we're very close, I can just start artillerying everything in the immediate vicinity and no problem.
Well, that was... Okay, I remember the discussion now. I remember the discussion. The discussion was... We were... well, maybe I was worried about the bases being destroyed because then we wouldn't be able to collect creep. But then you said something about the fact that we'll have the bioprocessing soon anyway, so therefore it doesn't matter about destroying all of the creep. Cool. All right, that's good. That makes me feel a little bit better about the whole thing. Oh goodness gracious me! It is a laggy boy.
Yeah, this is messier than I was expecting it would be when I put this mod pack together. I was like, it'll be fine, right? You know, these mods are nice and balanced. No, they're not.
I mean, I think it's fine. I think it's mostly self-inflicted. Yeah. Self-inflicted pain. You know, we tried to cheat the system. We tried to create the Great Dam. Great wall.
Yeah, if we didn't have the moat, this would definitely be more functional. That said, the moat is the only thing keeping us alive because there's no way we could fund being attacked on all sides.
It's very, very true.
I've been feeling no small amount of guilt, I guess, with the moat. I'm just like, oh yeah, but it's kind of cheatsy. And then I kind of sat down and thought to myself, yeah, but we'd just lose.
We're in pain. We are in pain right now. It's a painful time, but you know what? I'm hopeful that we're gonna get across the line at some point. You know, we're gonna be safe. We're gonna be safe very, very soon from this crazy lag. Save us, Wonder.
I've honestly gotten used to it. That's the wild part. Let's see, how are we doing on power? We're doing fine.
I am, yeah, I'm not used to it, I'll say. Okay.
I guess after just a couple other games recently that are maybe too fast for me, it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of nice to play a game in slow-mo and just not have to think about anything.
What fast stuff have you been playing?
Spelunky, mainly.
So, okay, hit me with your Spelunky knowledge, because I don't know jack about Spelunky.
It is. I think it has the same kind of appeal as maybe like OG Mario or something. You know, to be honest, it's never clicked with me. It's kind of a fun game, but yeah. I find it to be more awkward. Okay. I find it to be a little bit more awkward than fun in a lot of cases, but I'll do my best. Give me a second. I gotta figure out how to pump water into the... Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I apparently missed one big part of the blueprint here, and I didn't even notice. Alright. Let's see. So, I think the main draw with Spelunky is that it is a game with a very high skill cap and a lot of secrets. And so when you're playing it, like I was just listening to Penta and Alexa go full nerd ham over it this morning.
Yeah.
But it sounds like there's just an insane number of things that just like a regular player who's never played the game before would probably have completely missed. And that kind of constant secret hunting and searching. What is going on here? Oh, that's what's going on here. Let's see. That constant secret hunting and like having cool things that you can just find while you're playing the game. That is a huge draw for anyone. I guess that like really gets into the game. Yeah. Beyond that, I don't know. You really should ask Alexa next time we have a quiet moment and just be like, why Spelunky? Because from my perspective, I think it's kind of a boring roguelike. It's fun, but it's... Yeah. I like it when something changes the core gameplay loop in a really interesting manner. So I was playing another roguelike called Gone Viral, which I just ended up flooding the arena with spike balls, and the boss just walked into it and insta-died, and that's the kind of thing that I get into, where it's just like, when a roguelike is so not wild. I was actually talking to some developers, the developers of Undermine were talking about this, that you know you have a good roguelike when it surprises you as the developer. And
yeah,
I think that's kind of the appeal of both Spelunky and a lot of these other games, that they are designed very specifically to surprise everyone involved.
Mm-hmm. It's a very difficult type of game, but I've never really seen the appeal, to be honest.
You're more of a slow strategy guy, though, yeah?
Yeah, very much so. But you know, I can appreciate other types of games too. But I just don't get it with Spelunky. You know, it just it's a bit of a weird one to me. God. Okay, what do we need for more prototype artillery? I will craft some more cards manually to make sure that we get this done ASAP, because I am struggling. Okay.
Let's... Well, actually, all we need at this point is lube.
Is lube?
Yeah.
Literally lube. That's it. That's it. All we need is lube.
Yep.
All you need is lube. Lube. All you need is lube.
So you much of a Beatles fan, or probably not that much?
Not really. I don't know. I'm not much of a music guy at all.
Right.
You know? So
yeah, we've had this conversation a bunch of times.
We have, which it sucks actually. It sucks to say, because it's like, there's a lot of pop culture references that I just don't get because I just don't do music, right? So it's yeah. It's not fun as well, because I mean, I've done a lot of stuff with Rhapsody in the past, and he's super trendy. He's super knowledgeable about music and stuff, and it's just embarrassing, you know? It's just embarrassing when I don't know jack about music.
The interesting thing is, I don't think I've actually done a single thing with Rhapsody outside of Wholesome Verse Live. I need to get on that.
Really?
But yeah. I need to reach out and find time in my schedule. I also need to find games that would work with netcode, because I keep thinking, it's like, oh man, maybe I could suggest this to him. Oh wait, that probably would be just virtually non-functional.
Well, look, this has been a problem. This has been a problem for a long time. It's actually even worse for me than Rhapsody.
Right.
It would be worse than it would be for you. So it's actually not terrible. Like, it's anything but FPS. Basically, I think works from America, right?
Okay.
I think.
Probably. We'll see. I need to reach out. The other thing is, I'm not... It's not that I'm lazy, it's... every time I sit down to, like, do a thing, there's, like, 5 other things that happen that it's just like, hey, your state's on fire. Throw that podcast idea out the window. You ain't starting that till October.
Yeah. Is that a thing? Are you starting a podcast?
I would. Do we have it here?
Confirmation.
I've not done. I've done the groundwork. I have like notes for a bunch of them written. I just have to sit down and actually work on it. The problem is, like, podcasting well is hard. I've been on a number of podcasts over the years, and one of the commonalities that I always found really frustrating was that they were very aimless. It's, you get there, you talk for an hour, half an hour about just kind of whatever. Maybe a current event, maybe a couple of games, but I always get really bored on my own podcast after maybe a couple weeks of doing it, because it just feels like it's no different from what I normally do when I'm streaming and recording, and that gets kind of onerous. And so I was trying to figure out exactly what to do that, you know, what could I do to make podcasting more interesting? I think I wanted to go for more of like a TED Talk model. Problem is I'm not actually that good at it, so I need to actually start doing it to practice. But I mean, like I said, every time I sit down to do any of this stuff, it's just like, hey, all that free time you had gone.
Yeah. That's interesting. It's very, very interesting, because I mean, a lot of what you do is, as you say, is literally podcast worthy, you know. Yep. So
it's just,
how do you differentiate that?
Yeah, and so I just wanted to have, you know, this podcast for today is going to be this topic. It could go an hour, it could go 10 minutes, and I'm just going to go until I've said my points, and then I'm done for the day. Oof. Let's see.
Well, you'll have a listener in me, that's for sure. I definitely listen.
Oh,
what? I am lagging very, very hard right now. This is almost unplayable.
Okay, let's see. I was gonna go work on lube. I'm sorry, I got mildly distracted. How do I make lube? Has that changed? Heavy.
Oh, server is not responding.
Oh
boy. That is nasty. I think I might get kicked here. Is it still working for you?
It's still functional on my end. If it becomes a serious problem, there is a mod that apparently lets us just wipe out all of the biters and their evolution.
Is there a command that allows us to reset evolution?
You know what? Let me look that up.
Because if there was a hot command, I would be very in favor of that, because this is terrible, actually.
Okay. Natural evolution.
But I will persevere to try and
mod settings.
Okay.
How bad is the biter problem? It is terrible.
It's pretty bad. It might not actually be the biter problem as much as it is the stuff on the ground as well. Like that might be an element of it that we're overlooking. The juice on the ground. The juice on the ground.
Yeah. Oh. Somebody. Okay. There are a couple of mods that can help this. I totally. Oh gosh, it is absolutely the juice on the ground.
Is it the juice on the ground?
It's gotta be. At least in part. There's so much juice. So I just remembered there are two mods that can help this tremendously if we want to go grab them. One of them is a tower, and unfortunately I seem to have closed that tab right when I reformatted my computer. See if I can find it. Shall pickup tower. There we go. So there are two mods that we can do. One I think that lets us wipe all of the biters. Yeah. And there's another one called the Shall pickup tower that it's just a building with a range. It goes up to 128 tiles, and it'll just pick up everything in the immediate vicinity. Much like the artifact collectors, but with considerably longer range. Because our current one only goes up to 40. And so 128 should pick up all of the alien artifacts in the immediate area.
I mean, I'm very keen to try and do something to mitigate against this, because this is
yeah. I'm gonna look around just a little bit and see if I can find the natural evolution reset. Because if we get both of them, then we get maybe a couple hours of
peace, tranquility.
Yeah, building time.
Chill vibes. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Can't even. There.
Let's try this first.
Go for it.
But dang it. Okay, that's not it.
Oh. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, good news. The good news is I've managed to struggle through the server deconstructing or trying to disconnect me every 10 seconds. And now we've got red science production, which is kind of nice. Pretty chuffed with that, given the challenging circumstances.
I guess the other option that we could do is just turn off natural evolution and enemies.
I kind of like them. Honestly, I feel like if we could solve it with just, you know, resetting the biters, perhaps. I mean, honestly, I feel like as soon as we get artillery, maybe we just try and power through to get artillery and just like an absolute priority.
One way or another, let's dip out and let's get the shawl pickup towers, because no matter what, we're gonna need those, because there's no way we're gonna be able to get my current artifact collectors within range. But something with 128 range should be able to pick up everything. Because for a frame of reference, the big issue is the plasma turrets have a range of 120, which is 3 times the range.
There's no way to get upgrades to the current pickup towers to do 128,
which is why I wanted the other one.
Okay.
Let's see. So I'm gonna save, and we will go get the pickup towers.
Good call. Good call.
Okay. Just gonna quick back out real quick. There is potentially also a command somebody just gave us to kill everything.
Ooh.
Let's see. At least kill all units, which might also be a decent reprieve.
I'm keen as well. I mean, whatever works. Because yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty bad.
Yep. Okay. Alright, they're on. I'm gonna start loading. And then once again, I'll just kill all the aliens, and hopefully the 2 of those will give us some reprieve. And maybe that's it. Just if it ever starts getting too laggy, we just delete all of them. And because eventually what I'd like to do is open up the gates and start blasting them.
Hey, well, you see, that was the whole reason behind the gauntlet. You know, is that I wanted to get something which would funnel large numbers through, but I think we're past that. We're past the point where we can deal with any reasonable number of them. You know. Oh man. Well, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I have never played a game where the lag was a structured foe. You know, normally it's like, oh, the game is laggy. Okay, I'll figure out what's wrong with my recording setup. But no, this is us being too stubborn to turn off a mod that is making the game too laggy. So we're trying to find active countermeasures to cut down on it. And
that is a last resort. The last resort is turning off the naturally evolving biter boys.
One way or another, we're getting to the tech level where we can really drag our pollution down to 0 and get artilleries to shoot any base within range. And hopefully those 2 will work. And who knows, maybe the shawl pickup tower will also do the trick.
That's a good point, actually. Very good point.
So in the, I guess, week and a half since we last played Factorio, I know we played Blazing Sails. That game is a certain kind of special. You been up to anything else interesting, or not really?
Not really. Not really. Got engaged.
Oh,
no,
that's a little bit more than not really.
Yeah, so that was quite exciting.
How long you been together?
7 years.
Yeah.
So figured it was time. And now I've got an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, sorta.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's a bit of a mischaracterization, but yeah, it feels good to say.
Okay.
So,
well, it feels better already, which is weird. Because nothing has changed. I think it just needs a little bit to go. All right.
Have you tried turning it off and off again? Off and off again? Off and on again? Maybe that's all it needed. It was a little bit of a reboot.
I also deleted all units for a little while, so I can work on these pickup towers.
Oh, well. That's great.
What have I done? Jeez. Okay, there we go.
But does it work better? Does it feel better? Does it perform better?
I am so fast. Okay, so I want to look up pickup tower.
I am so excited. I'm actually so excited because you got to bear in mind is that I feel the lag effect's worse, right?
Yep. Oh,
so
I'm quite aware.
Anything that you feel is exacerbated on my end. So it's going to be a massive improvement for me. I hope.
Okay. Wow. I deleted all enemies, and they're already here.
Really?
More have spawned, yeah. Holy shit. These nests want us dead.
Can I connect?
Well.
Are you in single player? Because I cannot connect to your server.
Okay. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna go double check. I'm pretty sure I loaded it multiplayer, but there's a very real possibility I no-brained it. Let's see. Public.
No,
Okay. I'm very definitively
on multiplayer. I can't seem to invite. Yeah, I'm joining off your Steam, and that's been successful every time previously, but doesn't look like it's working this time.
Okay.
Are the Steam servers having issues?
Somebody was saying they were having issues.
I straight up can't connect at all.
Hey.
No, it's not letting me in.
Okay. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save again. We're gonna revert, I guess.
I've got the right mods because it did the whole thing where it, closed the game, installed the.
Okay.
And I'd at least get an interface that says you don't have mod compatibility, restart to sync mods or whatever, because that's happened before, and I've.
Can you just try through the server browser? Because I should be publicly available.
Sure. Browse public games.
That should just be like Wanderbot's game or something.
Yeah, okay, hold up. Yes. Your active mods don't ask. Okay. So it should literally have, yeah, okay, Shawl Pickup Tower, brilliant. Okay. Downloading that, restart the game again. Then I'll try again and join. Oh boy.
Oh, it might have been the bonus mod. Because I got one that made it so we get the Shawl Pickup Towers earlier.
Yeah, but that's not... I mean, you've updated mods between sessions anyway, and I've never had that issue before where I just straight up couldn't connect to the tower. Couldn't connect to the server.
Okay, so I have a cocktail of commands. Assuming you get in, I have a cocktail of commands that will solve problems, and if you can't get in with this current mod set, then we can revert to what we had earlier, and I can just repeatedly kill them over and over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Game's the biggest foe, apparently.
It is a little problematic from time to time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully that'll work. If that doesn't work, let me know. I'm gonna look into switching our oil setup around so we can get some lube. Because, yeah, if we can also just wipe out the, Ooh. Do we never look up better oil? Uh-oh.
I think we have... well, oil was supposed to come from corn, if you'll recall.
We actually skipped a research because of our mod shenanigans. So we don't have advanced oil processing.
Oh, that's a problem.
Nah.
Okay, I think I'm in.
It's saying orbital's catching up, so that should be good.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. All right.
You're in.
I'm in. Oh my, this is...
Yeah, how does it feel to actually move at proper speed?
It feels good. However, I'm still getting like massive lag spikes.
Huh.
Like really, really strange. Okay, I'm gonna restart my PC, see if that's the problem. I don't think it... Yeah, server's not... I've got another server is not responding issue. Yeah, this is cursed. All right, I'm going to restart to see if
you do that. I'm going to restart my game, too.
Okay.
Because who knows what kind of problems that might solve?
Yeah, gremlins. Gremlins are somewhere. They're hiding somewhere. All right. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay.